Adepo is pleased to present 40 Days 40 Fintechs, an initiative under its Include Everyone program, as it continues to lead the way in advocacy for the creation and dissemination of technology that enables financial inclusivity. The 40 Days 40 Fintechs is shining a spotlight on those that are breaking down digital barriers and bringing millions more on the continent into the transactional space and transforming their lives for the better.
My name is Amit. I work as the Chief Commercial Officer with Airtel. As per the NPS Act, which was passed last year, and the guidelines issued by the Bank of Uganda, the mobile financial services business had to be separated from the telecom operations. Therefore, we formed a separate entity called Airtel Mobile Commerce Uganda Limited, which houses our entire mobile money business now. This entity applied for and was granted the license from the Bank of Uganda to operate the mobile money or the payment services business in Uganda. Now, the Airtel Mobile Commerce Uganda Limited and Airtel Uganda Limited now are two separate entities, and they are two, in a way, two sister concerns, independent and operating at arm's length to each other. Now, while that is important from a separation of business point of view, but if you look at it from a point of view of our customers or our partners, the entire transition is absolutely seamless. Our customers will have had no disruption, our partners have had no disruption, and they continue to work with us and operate absolutely seamless services and enjoy the most affordable financial services network in Uganda across. In the past, we did not have a direct license from Bank of Uganda. We were working under the guidelines issued by Bank of Uganda and were working in partnership with the commercial banks to offer the mobile money services in Uganda. Now we have a direct license with Bank of Uganda, and we are now supervised and regulated directly by Bank of Uganda, like any other financial institution. The very unfortunate pandemic and the kind of devastation that it has caused is extremely unfortunate. But at the same time, what it has done is that it has brought forward the entire financial service, so the digital financial services, mobile money services, the entire business forward by at least a couple of years. It has put this industry right at the heart and at the center of ensuring financial inclusion to the bottom of the pyramid. Just using cashless economy or just using financial services which are cashless like mobile money is one important way in which you can reduce your contact and therefore risk of transmission. And to that extent also, from a pandemic and avoidance of, or as a safety precaution, it is important that our customers move to financial services which are digital of any sort, and mobile money happens to be the most convenient and the most widely available of that. Now, for our customers, we know that these have been very tough times, so we have tried our level best to increase our offerings to actually improve our services to them. So, for starters, last year at the height of the pandemic, at the very first lockdown, we made our person to person or sending money as well as wallet to bank free for a period of time, maybe about, I think, 45 days to about 2 months that we made it free during that time period. Then what we have done during this time period is we have realized that we need to reach deeper and deeper into the markets to reach our customers. So, we have significantly scaled up our branch network. Today, we have 1,400 Airtel Money branches across the country. In fact, if you go deeper into the rural areas and you drive, say, 30 kilometers inside from the tarmac road and into the dirt roads, there are very good probability that you will end up finding an Airtel Money branch in a trading center in those locations. And therefore, we have brought our services closer and closer to the customers. We have launched savings products for our customers. We have launched loan products for our customers during this time. We have continued to be the most affordable service, and we have ensured that you get the safety, you get the convenience, and you get the affordability of Airtel Money. Another very important part of our entire ecosystem is our agents. Our agents are one of our most beloved and one of the most important cog in the entire Airtel Money ecosystem that we have. So we've launched loans for them so that they can access float easily at these times. We have also ensured that our teams are on the ground, our franchise partners are on the ground, our Airtel Money branches are on the ground to ensure that our agents can access float or cash at arm's length as soon as they need it. We also worked with our partner banks, and we have also ensured that that easy availability of float is maintained during this entire time period. So we've been trying to work through all of these parts to actually expand the role of the financial services, to drive financial inclusion right down to the last person on the ground, to the bottom of the pyramid, and I think we will continue to do so. See, we think that driving financial inclusion to the bottom of the pyramid is a huge task, and that is possibly the reason why we exist. In many ways, we call ourselves, or we sometimes consider ourselves as the bank for the unbanked. That doesn't mean that we are not available for the people who are banked. No, we have our services, our payment services, which are still the most convenient and the cheapest form to actually send money or to make the payment services. But at the same time, it is that bottom of the pyramid customer who is not serviced by the other channels of finance who benefits the most from Airtel Money. And that is why I think we say that our reason for existence is to ensure that we reach to them and we ensure that their financial needs are met. When we go and talk to these customers, and when we are talking about these customers, we are not only talking about big cities. Imagine rural areas. Imagine going 40, 50 kilometers away from tarmac roads. Imagine going to those trading centers, those small trading centers with 5, 10 shops with some people talking, some people working, some kids coming back from school, very simple communities and families. And when you speak to them, you find what is it that they need. They need saving products like us. They need loans products like us. But then their requirements are simpler. They want products which are very convenient, which are very safe, which are very affordable. And they want it now. Our products are designed keeping their requirements right at the heart of it. We think about them before we design the products. So if you look at our savings product, we launched it in partnership with KCB. You get the same convenience of Airtel Money. You can access it at any locations. I already spoke about the 1400 Airtel Money branches that we have built up, the vast network of over 110,000 agents that we have across Uganda. And on top of it, we offer you absolutely best-in-class interest rates of 5% on daily average balances, which is practically unheard of in the financial industry. So it's not that when we are giving these products, we are trying to cringe on the interest. No, we are trying to maximize the benefits for these customers while giving them the convenience, the safety and the security of Airtel Money. Similarly, if you look at our loan product, our loan products have been a very big hit. And it is not only the loan products like Vivole that we already have on our platform. We've also launched other products. We are right now in the process of launching Quick Loans, which is a checkout loan, and we have made it available to about 100,000 customers in Uganda, and we are expanding that reach very quickly, wherein if you have a very short-term requirement and you are not able to do your transaction on Airtel Money, you can in the same journey through a quick clicks of button can actually access those loan products. And again, those loan products are the most affordable and they have the exact same safety and convenience that Airtel Money is actually known for. And when you design these products, keeping these customers in mind and take it to them with our unparalleled reach, that is when the financial inclusion agenda will be made. The assured availability of cash or float becomes an extremely important parameter for driving the entire financial inclusion industry. And so we spend an inordinate time in terms of building a vast network of agents, a vast network of our own sales team, a lot of partnerships with all the banks to ensure that our float and cash is available at the nooks and corners. You have to take these services at arm's length to where a person lives, to where a person works, for this to be adopted. And I think that for us as an industry is still continues to be our single biggest challenge. We do need to reach those clients. The second is you have to build an entire ecosystem. Once you have put in the money onto the phone, the question comes in is what can you do? Can you only withdraw it and use it as cash, or can you actually use it to do a lot of services, which is to do your payments, to pay for your school fees, to save to buy that particular bike. If you have a shortage of liquidity or a short-term liquidity, can you access a bit of loan on it and pay back through the same phone? And that is why it is very important to build a full ecosystem. And that is where our partnership with the various merchants, partnerships with banks, partnerships to build savings product, partnership to build loan products become extremely critical for the development of this entire ecosystem. It has to be a full ecosystem and not exactly one service, which will finally lead to the entire adoption of the digital financial services across the country. If you look at the National Payment Services Act that has come in and the guidelines which have come in from Bank of Uganda, and suddenly the excitement on the fintech in Uganda, we're in the process of building a very vibrant fintech industry in Uganda. It is going to be one of the most vibrant across the African continent by far. And I'm not only looking at the act, the guidelines, I'm also looking at the kind of entrepreneurial spirit or the hustle spirit that Ugandans normally have. Now, when you do a startup and when you have a fintech and when you need to take those services, what is your single biggest need, or one is the single biggest thing that you actually need? You need visibility. You need somebody to take your story to the larger ecosystem, to the larger customers. And that is why some of these initiatives like 40 Days, 40 Fintech, etc., the more visibility they give to this sector, the more visibility they give to the individual fintechs, the more visibility they give to the different use cases that people are trying to build to expand of this industry, the more we will accelerate the development of this entire industry. And for us, it's another way of taking our story to our customers, taking our stories to our partners, taking our stories to our merchants, to telling them we are open for business, come join with us. And we are ready to support you and develop this entire ecosystem in Uganda. We are fully committed. Please join us. Let's start the journey. My name is Amit, work as the Chief Commercial Officer. You can go to our app, the Airtel Africa app, or you can go to your USSD *185 if you want to transact, or you can go to our website airtel.co.ug to access any information that you need on our industry.
40 Days 40 Fintechs is presented in proud partnership with Crossleg Technologies, Modus Box, Modular Foundation and Level 1 Projects.